Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. Okay, the energies are crazy. Have you guys, because this is take two on this video, my light kept going off and on. We'll see if it continues on this one. But are you seeing like energy shifts? Are you seeing and experiencing difficulty sleeping, whether it's broken sleep during the night that you don't normally have, or falling asleep and normally you just fall asleep? And I may have to pause you because I'm watching my dogs. Yep. Alrighty. Yes, the farmer is leaving and my dogs like to bark at him. So, and is your ego being triggered like never before? Well, I won't say never before, but you're conscious of your ego being triggered. Well, it's part of the energies coming in, the solar flashes, the planets being aligned, the new moon. All of these things are playing into right now. It's hot and heavy, and it's all for a reason. You know, it's part of the process that as light workers we're working through to get to the better place, to get to where we can handle more of the 5D situation. Because 5D, you can't have ego. You can't have the ego controlling you. You have to learn to control your ego. Because otherwise, it won't be pretty. So, like this past week, a couple nights ago, my husband and I, neither one of us, now he's always had problem falling asleep. You know, he goes through spells where he falls asleep, no problem. And then there's other nights where he lays there like half the night and he can't get to sleep. Me, I usually fall asleep pretty quick. Well, the other night, neither one of us could fall asleep. I was like, what the heck? Well, it was, it must have been was it the second or the third when all the planets were aligned? It's like, no wonder, you know? And this week, my ego has been triggered like I can't even tell you. Things happening and I get mad. He did something a couple nights ago, and I woke up the next morning and it was like hell flew into me. Granted, he was still asleep because I get up earlier than he does. But it was like, I was so angry. And I thought, thankfully he slept, he got up later, because I realized this and I was like, wait a minute. Why am I getting angry? And I called my higher self in and I'm like, what the heck? It's part of what we're going through, and not in a bad way. Because again, we're at a point in time where we need to control our ego and not let our ego control us. So I needed to back up and let it go, and I've had people ask me, well, how do you let things go? And this is the thing. We're at a point in time, whether it be a conversation on politics, whether it be a conversation on religion, whether it be whatever it is, we all have varying degrees of understanding, past learning experiences, various degrees of the evolutionary process, wherever you are. We're all on a different path. We're all in a different place. We've all come from a different place. And stepping back and understanding that is huge. It's huge. And when you step back and look at it from the bigger picture, which is what I did the other day, I stepped back and I'm like, this really isn't a big deal. Is it impacting me? No. Is it negatively impacting me? No. It's my opinion. It's my thought process. It's my belief system that's different than his. It doesn't mean it's right or wrong. It's just different. If something is negatively impacting you, yes, you need to take care of it. You need to step into your power and go, wait, I'm not dealing with this anymore. Whatever it is, however you choose to deal with it. If you're in an abusive situation, yeah, you need to fix it. Whether it means you get out of that situation or, you guys work it out or whatever. Personally, I'm not going to be in an abusive situation. But what I'm saying is, if it's not negatively impacting you, you have to step back, send it love, and just let it go. And that's what I did the other day. It's like, it's not negatively impacting me. Why do I care? Because my ego is what cared. My ego is what was pounding that anger and making it flare up and making it worse. And it's like, when I stepped back and I realized that's what was going on, and it's like, no, this is ridiculous. Why am I letting myself, because what's happening is I'm giving the situation my power. I'm not in control of me at that moment. I'm allowing the situation to control me. And this is a point in time where we are learning to take back our power. And it comes from all angles. When you hear something in the media, you cannot let it trigger you. You cannot understand it. It's just like the situation the other day. It's just like other things that he's dealing with at the moment with legal systems. And that's a whole nother issue. It's like you can't, you it's there. You deal with it, but you cannot let it get you angry. You cannot let it get you frustrated. You cannot let these things send you into fear or judgment. We're all dealing with it. We're all having situations come up right now, but it's to help put us into check. It's to help bring us back to, what? No. Send it love and let it go. And by the time he got up, because it was like, okay, I understand where this is coming from. I understand it's my ego. And I asked God to come in, my angels, my higher self, send this love. Just send it love and let it go. And was it instant? No. It took me a couple of minutes. But it diffused. Love will diffuse everything. Because love is the highest frequency. Love is the highest power there is. When I filled myself with love, it will take care of everything. Because it will clear your head. It will give you answers. It will get you in a better place of alignment to rationally work through a situation that you need to deal with, or just let it go. I step back now and I look at it and think about how many arguments you've gotten into in your life. God knows I've gotten in some. What was it? It was usually your ego. And when you step back later and you look at it and you go, oh my God, why did I let that get me so pissed off? Why did I let that, whatever? it's usually not as big and as bad as you're making it out to be in the first place. But your ego steps in and fuels that fire. So now, again, we're at a place in time where we're learning to control our ego because we haven't been taught this up until now. We haven't been taught, it's just allow your ego. And that is what has caused all the division and all the judgment. Because the other thing is, it comes from an expectation. You're taught what you're taught, and then you expect someone else to follow what you believe. And if they don't, they're wrong. It has happened. I'm just as guilty. So I'm not accusing you of something that I haven't done myself. But it's stepping into your power and stepping into understanding what it is. And that is when things will shift. That's when things have shifted for me, to be able to step and not power not from an ego standpoint, but bring your power back to love. And take control of your ego and the situation from a place of love. And usually I have found that will take care of everything. Because your ego is there to protect you. Well, in the event that nothing is really happening to you, what is there to protect you from? The other morning, my ego was there to protect me. Of what? I step back and it's like, this is ridiculous. But it comes from, that's not the way I would have handled a situation. That's not what I would have done. That's not what I expect. Who says I'm right? Other than me. Again, that's ego. When I put that in check, things get better. And thankfully, by the time he got up, everything, I was fine. And I didn't tell him then. I told him like a day or two later. I was like, let me just tell you what happened. And now I can sit and laugh at it. That morning, I was pissed. Again, it was stupid. It was my expectation that wasn't being met. Again, who says I'm right? Who says my way is the only way other than me? Again, that's ego. And that's where, look at the world situation. It's all driven by ego. And I have to be right. I believe this, so you have to believe it. Look at organized religion. And I was guilty of it when I was stuck in it. Look at government. Oh, I believe this is a good person. This is a good candidate. You don't? You're wrong. You're an idiot. You're stupid. You're whatever. You know what? You have your reasons for thinking whatever you think. Who said I'm right? Who said you're right? It's ego. And that's where, we can't take that into 5D because that's not from love. That's less than love. Now, I'm not saying roll over and, just give up. That's not what I'm saying at all. Yes, there are situations that can be changed, need to be changed, but don't get caught in your ego. Don't get angry. Don't allow it to cause division. You know, my husband was getting gas the other day, and on the other side of the pump was a black gentleman, and the two of them were talking, and I mean, super nice guy, and the two of them were having this conversation, and they both agreed on every aspect. You know, government has caused division between us, and what the other guy was saying is they have caused the division between black and white. And now, because black people are stepping up and understanding that the government has perpetuated this, it's not white people, it's the freaking government. Because every time we start to calm that down and we start to unite, the government will throw a flare on that situation. They will throw something on that situation to cause that freaking division again. And it's like, but more black people are seeing this, and there's you know what? Enough is enough. And what this guy was saying is now they're bringing the Mexicans in, the illegal people, and they're causing division there. You know, do you need to come to this country illegally? No. I don't care who you are. I don't care what color you are. If you want to be here, that's fine, but do it legally, and don't come over here to destroy this country with drugs and corruption. Keep your happy butt in your country, you know, or keep your miserable butt in your country. You're welcome here if you want to be a contributing citizen. I don't care what color you are. I don't care what background you have. But that's what this other guy was saying, and it's true. Look at what's happening. The government is continuing to stir the pot of division because they understand most of us are stuck in our ego. And most of us are ready to fight. And we're looking for a reason to fight. But when we can back down and come back to a place of love and a place of unity, where I'm helping you, you're helping me from a place of love. Again, I don't care. We went for a hike yesterday. Everybody, it didn't matter whether they were black or white or Asian or whatever. Everybody was cordial. You say, hey, you have a nice day. You know, if somebody's having an issue, you stop and help them. It doesn't matter. That's the way it's supposed to be. We're not supposed to be clawing each other's eyes out. That's what the government wants. Because united, we stand. Divided, we fall. We've been divided for too long because of our egos. You know, going into the people that choose to stay in that place will stay in a 3D existence because that's what 3D is. 5D, you can't take that to 5D because 5D is a higher frequency. You being stuck in your ego keeps you at a lower frequency because it keeps you angry, it keeps you frustrated, it keeps you blaming. When we step into love, you know, yeah, I allowed that crap to lower my frequency the other day, to lower my vibration. But I'm at a point that I understand it. And I know a lot of you are. But this is, again, it's not a, you know, I'm better than you. It's, we're seeing this. And if you're seeing it, this is why it's coming up. This is why you're seeing it. Because It's not, you know, because back when I started this journey, I would have thought that was a defeat. You know, I've been doing all this work. I'm trying to better myself. I'm trying to be better. And this shit happened again. You know, that's where I was. Now I understand it's less. It's still coming up because it's still something that needs to be worked on. The universe wants to keep you, they don't want to keep you in check. They want to keep checking you to make sure you're ready when the shift happens to ascend to 5D. You know, it's just like gentle little nudges that are waking up and making us go, wait a minute, no, not going there again. I went there last time, I'm not going there this time. But don't step into a defeated, well, crap, this isn't working. Or I thought I was doing so well and now this is happening. It's happening for a reason. You know, like I said, I used to get angry. I used to feel like I was defeated and screw it. What's the point? This isn't working. It is working, but it's a process. You know, it doesn't happen overnight. So keep it up. Keep going in the right direction. Keep bringing yourself back to center. Keep bringing yourself back to love. And it will help you get through whatever's coming up for you. If it's something in your past, send it love. See the emotion. If it's a trauma, if it's a pain, if it's a memory that hurts, see it. See whatever you were supposed to learn from it. Send it love. Don't get into your ego. Don't let it suck you down. Don't stay in that. You know, if it takes you a day to get through it, okay. Send yourself love. Give yourself grace. But understand that it's happening for a reason. And pull in gratitude. Pull in love. Ask the universe to help you. Ask God to help you. Ask your angels. Ask your guides. Ask your higher self. Send it love. Bring in the light. And you will shift back to a place of love. You will shift back to, okay, I'm better. And you will start to see that it happened for a reason. And it's not a bad thing. So anyway, I hope this helps. Again, I'm here to help you. I'm here to help guide you on this process. I'm going through the same thing you guys are going through. You know, we're all at different places. We're all at different levels. But, you know, things are going to be coming up, especially with the election. Don't let it get you sucked back into your ego again. And don't argue with somebody else because they have a different opinion than you. Let it go. You know, because it doesn't matter what you say. Again, who said you're right? Who said I'm right? It's my opinion. I'm entitled to my opinion. You're entitled to your opinion. Have your opinion. Respect that, you know, you want respect for your opinion. Give the other person respect for their opinion. It doesn't mean you have to agree with it, but it doesn't matter what you say. You can have a cordial conversation and say, you know, this is why I believe what I believe. If they don't get it, okay, let it go. Because at that point, it doesn't matter what you say. You're just fueling a fire. Or you're starting a fire. And then your ego's going to fuel it. So, Anyway, I'm sending you guys love. I'm sending you light. I'm sending you clarity and the energy to pull love back. Come back to center. Stay grounded. Stay focused on love. And we will get through this. Don't let outside forces cause division. It's time for us to come together. It's time for us. I don't care what color you are. I don't care what your religion is. It's time for us to let the judgment, let the egos go. Because that's what they're counting on, is that we don't do that. And then they will win. The dark side will win if we continue the judgment and the anger and the blame and the resentment and the guilt and the shame and all of those. The anger, I guess I said anger, I don't know. Anyway, I love you guys. I'm here to help you. I'm here to help guide you on this process. So if you need help, reach out to me. Let me know what you're experiencing, what you're feeling. And yeah, lots of love. We'll talk soon.